everybody, welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. I know I'm still alive. I cannot believe that I haven't been able to film a video in like weeks. I've been like dying to film, but like things just have not been lining up time-wise. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? I don't want to sit here. And there's like video time. Yeah. So as you could tell in the title, this is a February wrap up, I guess you can say, because I don't think I wrapped you up at all in February. So I'm probably going to miss most of them. I'm just going to update you on what I finished in February, give you a book haul, because I've hauled a lot of stuff. Well, not a lot, but like I've got some books to show you, as well as wrap you up on what I've been currently reading. These are going to be in like absolutely no particular order. I think I'm just going to wrap you up. And a lot of the books that I've read, I've actually just bought too. So that's kind of like, we're just going to go with it. So I read, I don't even remember the order, but I read The Strip by J.J. Salem. And I read this book, I bought this book because there's a quote by Jackie Collins on it. And I love Jackie Collins. And this takes place in Las Vegas, which a lot of Jackie Collins' books do too. And I really enjoyed this. It was about like these women in Las Vegas, and they kind of go to this guy who's kind of like a prostitute, a male prostitute, and like how all of their lives are kind of like interwoven a little bit. And I thought it was really good. I think I gave it 4 stars. I don't remember. Yeah, this was like the oldest book I probably read. And I don't know, I remember I enjoyed it. Not as much as Jackie Collins' novels, but it was still a very interesting read. Sorry I can't really give you too much because it's been so long, but I didn't want to like not say anything. And then I also read Where the Beauty Lies by Ellen Blair Fowler. This is the second book. I don't know if it's supposed to be a trilogy, a duology, I don't know. I didn't like the first book, and I continue to still not like the second book. I just don't like this plot. I don't like the plot line. I don't like the storyline. I don't like the girls. I don't like anything. The end. That sounds really mean, but it's just, it is what it is. Hold on. I had another book somewhere. Oh, yep. This one's a new book, so this is a hauled book, and this is The Ruby Circle by Richelle Mead. This is the 6th and final book in the spin-off series to the Vampire Academy, and this is the Bloodline series, so the 6th and final book of the Bloodline series, which is the spin-off series to Vampire Academy. That's a tongue twister and a half. And I gave this book 6 stars. 5 stars. I love this series. I pre-ordered this book and I was like, I need to read this all in one sitting. I didn't get to, but still amazing. I like started the day I got it. I was like, yes, must read. But I think it was like one of those tiring nights where I didn't really get to, but I finished it the following night, and it so good. I love the series. I cannot rave enough about it. If you like Vampire Academy, you definitely need to give Bloodlines a try. And then this part goes towards a fact that I don't know if you know Jennifer from Reading with Pugs on YouTube. She has stopped making videos as of recently, but I have become friends with her, and she was so kind to send me some books that she was getting rid of because she's trying to make more space in her room for her new baby. And I've already read 2 of them, and one was The Truth About Alice by Jennifer Mathau. This is the one that she was originally going to send me when, like, back in September, and then she decided to hold on to it until she had like a pile to send me, which was so nice of her, so generous, and thank you again if you're watching this, which I hope you are. And this is about a girl named Alice, and she has had rumors spread about her, and the entire book is like different points of view about Alice, and then at the end it wraps it up with what really happened with Alice's perspective. And I thought it was really interesting. I gave this one 4 stars as well. I thought it was really good. It was really fast paced, and it just kind of shows how mean like people can be in high school, and how the littlest thing can turn into the biggest disaster, which is really sad, but I thought it was really good. She also sent me The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky, which is funny because I almost bought this book. I forgot. One of my book outlet orders, one of the past 2, I think. And the second I hit submit, it wasn't in there, but she sent it to me, which was really nice. But the sad thing is I did not really enjoy it. There's something about Charlie that drives me nuts. This is all written in letter form, but he's supposed to be 15 years old, and he comes off as like a 5-year-old and talking about really mature things. And I don't know, like, I know, like, I was kind of like a wallflower in high school. Like, I was very quiet. Like, I had my friends, I had my group of friends, but I was very quiet. But this kid, like, gives into so much peer pressure and, like, oh, yeah, this is so cool. Like, I'm living my life. No, you're not cool. Like, I don't know. There's just something about this. Like, everybody loves this book. I don't know if it goes into the why, like, I hate YA contemporary and this is YA contemporary or what. Like, the only thing that I thought was cool was this was written in 1999 and I was 9 at the time, so I guess I could kind of relate to things, but, like, no, unfortunately it wasn't for me. And then a book that I bought for myself was Dark Places by Gillian Flynn. And I was in the bookstore with my boyfriend and I was like, I haven't bought books in a really long time. I have had my job for a month at that point. It's been like a month and a week now. And I was like, I need to, like, spoil myself a little. So I let myself buy a book in a bookstore and I got Dark Places. And because I've been wanting this one forever. Well, it was between this one or Sharp Objects. I didn't really have, like, I didn't have one that I wanted to read more than the other, except probably this one because it is going to be a movie this year. I was going to let myself get both, but the only one that they had, like the matching cover, I want this cover, and they had, like, a mass market, like, tall version of the other one, and I was like, no, I'll wait till I could get this copy. And I actually really enjoyed this one. I gave it 4 stars. I still like Gone Girl a lot more. I don't know if it's the storyline or the way it was written. I was waiting for more twists and turns than there were in this book. I did not foresee the ending coming. I did not pick this out at all. So it still got me there, but it's still no Gone Girl for me, unfortunately. But I still gave it 4 stars, and I still enjoyed it. And then comes to the book haul portion, like the ones that I haven't read yet. I think this happened in January. I went to the bookstore at my library just to go, and I picked up 2 books. I've got Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver. I love the Delirium series, and I've been wanting to get my hands on this, but I haven't really wanted to pay for it. And I found it for $1. I think it was actually marked as $2. No, that's the next book. So I got this one for $1. And the next book I got was Passion by Lauren Kate. And I've been slowly collecting the series. This is the 3rd book in the Fallen series. And it's funny because this one was marked at just $2. I'm like, I'm not paying $2 for Lauren Kate. I'm sorry. I don't really like her that much. It sounds really bad. But, and it would be cheaper than buying it online. But I was like, this came out in 2011. Why is it $2? And they were like, I don't know, like, let's put it as $1. So I ended up getting it for $1. For some reason, my library wants, like, if it's 2009 and older, it's $1. But if it's, like, 2009 and up, it's $2 or something like that. Like, it doesn't make sense. But I finally figured out their system of why they price things the way they do. And then I'm just going to stick with the library for one more second. They have their half price off this month, and I went specifically to get books for, like, my classroom, and I had to peek at the Big Kid Books too. I didn't really get to spend a lot of time looking because I don't really get back to my hometown until about 4:30, 4:40-ish, and their store is only open until 5 the day that I went, so I really didn't have much time. I had like 20 minutes. So I just scoured books. There was one that caught my eye, and then 2 that I had my eye on for a while there, but they were $2, and I was waiting for it to go to $1. And the first book I got was Imaginary Girls by Nova Ransuma. I believe this also has a kind of like Gone Girl-esque thing. I don't really know if that's true, but I'm thinking it in the sense that, like, I feel like they discover, like, a dead body, and then they want to find out who did it, or something very interesting. Lots of twists and turns, and that's what I mean by Gone Girl-esque, that it's got twists and turns. And then the other one is also another one that I think is Gone Girl-esque. not in the sense of like the storyline, but in the twists and turns, and that is Say That You're Sorry by Michael Robotham. I don't really know. This one was another one that I've had my eye on at the library for a while, but it was $2, and I waited till I could get it for $1. And then the one that caught my eye is one that I feel like is very loved on YouTube, and I'm kind of excited to finally have it. And that is Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore by Robin Sloan. This one was also $2, but like on sale for $1. But it was one of those ones that like I saw the spine and I instantly knew what it was and had to pick it up just because. And then the last set of books are the last few books that Jennifer sent me, which was awesome. She sent me Nantucket Blue by Layla Howland. I don't actually know what this is about, but it takes place in Nantucket, and one of my favorite authors and her favorite authors is Elin Hilderbrand, and all of her books take place on Nantucket. So I'm assuming if this takes place on Nantucket, I must like it because I just like Nantucket, apparently. And then she also sent me Nantucket Red, which I'm assuming is the sequel to it, or maybe it's a completely different story. I don't really know. I will find out for sure. I might even save these for the summer, though, because they look like such summery reads, and they're so pretty together. Aren't they pretty? And then the last book she sent me I need to get to soon because it's got winter on the cover, and it's called Winter Street by Elin Hilderbrand, because I love Elin Hilderbrand, and she knows that, and she loves Elin Hilderbrand too. And I'm so excited because I think this one just came out recently. So I definitely have to read this before winter's over, which is hopefully soon. I'm so sick of the snow. So this might be the next book that I pick up. I'm sorry that this video was so long. I just had so much to talk about, and I wanted to do separate videos, but then I figured I'm just going to put them all in one giant video, and that's what I did. So I hope you guys have been doing really well. Let me know how you're doing down below, and hopefully, fingers crossed,